It's time now for Coffee with Coach, presented by Duncan. Joined alongside me, as he is every week, is the head coach of the Providence College men's team, Coach Lehman. Coach, Friday night, playoff atmosphere here at Schneider Arena against Denver. A lot to talk about in that game. Your team kills off 8 of 9 penalties. Your team has to claw back from 2 one-goal deficits. But from your vantage point, what did you see Friday night?
Well, I mean, I like our toughness. I like our toughness when we're down and we have to kill penalties and we got to get the job done. I don't want us to keep taking those penalties, but I love the toughness and I love the poise and I love the ability to come back, against a good team. So a lot of positives to take from that. I like the team.
Now the next night, and I'm sure your message to the team was, okay, you won Friday. A good team will take it and take that momentum into Saturday's game. You find yourself in another 2-goal deficit like you did on the road against Michigan. What was the difference this time against RPI?
Well, I think we stuck with it, and I think we're tougher. I just think we're a much tougher team than we were last year. So last year, I think we would have lost that game. I think we played very similar games last year. We come out, we have the first 4 scoring chances. We don't score. They score on their first chance. Come back. We respond the right way. We're getting the chances. We got 3 or 4 more chances, don't score, they score in the next chance. All of a sudden you're in a 2-0 hole, but you played good hockey, and that happens in this game. You don't know when you're going to score sometimes, but the guys stayed with it. They were tough. It was definitely a game that we had to grind out. We used a lot of, emotional energy on that Friday night game. So I was proud of the team. Again, we just don't want to keep taking those penalties, and that was addressed. That's been, probably the number one thing we've addressed this week.
I feel like a broken record, but another week, another Hockey East award. This time, Tanner Adams winning Hockey East Freshman of the Week. 2 assists, a goal on Friday night. What have you seen from him so far this season?
Just consistency. He makes plays. He makes plays. He can shoot a puck. But we've been really impressed with how consistent he is day in and day out with this practice level, and then that just carries over to the games. And so. We're really happy with him. He's a good player. He's our youngest player, and for your youngest player to be that consistent, that's a good sign. And, hopefully it pushes some guys above him.
And he, along with a few other freshmen and a few newcomers, are going to be playing their first league game this weekend. Hockey East play opens with Vermont. Coach, what do you tell some of the newcomers to the team about what it's like to play in this league night in and night out?
Well, consistency is number one. Most of these games are close. We talked about that. You can't look at records, or you can't look at the name on the front of their jersey. It's going to be a hard game. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough series. Vermont's only played twice, so there's not a lot of film on them, and they're probably feeling pretty excited to play. And we've just tried to stress, stay in the process. We had a great week of practice last week, so the transition to the weekend. So we're focused on having a great week of practice. And look, we were picked to finish 6th, and we don't want to finish 6th. So there's a lot of motivation on the table for us. We've let the players know that, so we're looking forward to getting after it.
So league play begins Friday night at 7 p.m. Saturday's game is moved to 6 p.m. Coach, best of luck against Catamounts.
Thanks.